The people living here needed protection, and they skillfully set about building the pa on Maunga Kēkē. This took a long time and a lot of energy. Making the terraces on the Rocky Mountain was difficult. If you look at the picture here, you can see the mountain. It has these sort of structures and shapes like stairs. So back in the days when this was like a gentle, smooth slope, people wanted to build houses, so they actually had to level out the side of the mountain to make a flat surface where they could build their whare nui. So the soil was easy to dig, but the koto Māori was not as wide as a modern spade. Many of the rocks were extremely heavy, so many men were needed to move them. These rocks were pushed into hollows to fill them up. Then soil was carried up in baskets and tipped on top of the rocks. This created the flat areas where beautifully carved whare and food platforms were built. The word whare means house. At first, the pa was called Ngā Whakairo or tahi. So tahi had the terraces dug out in such a way that they show the same patterns as he had on his tattoo. So tahi will be the leader of the tribe. He and his tribe, Ngāti Awa, also had a pa and village at Owairaka. One day, word came that Ngāti Whātua were approaching. So Ngāti Whātua is a tribe that's in a little bit further up north in the North Island. So fearing that they intended to wage war, the Waiohua and their slaves set about further strengthening the defences at all their hill pa. So at that time, the tribe Waiohua was the one that was predominantly inhabiting, like living in Auckland. So this was the enemy tribe, and they were afraid that they were going to attack them. That's why they had to strengthen their defences at their fortified village on top of Maunga Kēkē. Extensive earthworks and palisades were built at Maunga Kēkē. So palisades are like those wooden posts that are built into the side around the village to protect the village, making it the best Māori fortification in the land. Any attacking force now needed to defeat 3 levels of defences. Each time they would be showered with heavy rocks, and they would also have to win the hand-to-hand fighting with the tai aha and the mere. So you can look at the picture here. This is what it looks like nowadays. If you can try and picture what it used to be like in the past, there will be fences around here to build and protect their village. When enemies come and attack them, because they have the advantage of being on the hill, they would push down really heavy rocks to try and push their enemy back. Here's an illustration. Wars were so frequent that soon all the Waitemata tribes joined forces with the Waiohua to form one large tribal group.